we shall cover WordPress and editing tables. Tables are what help us to get a page or content within a page organized. Over here we'll notice that this is one of the tables that make up this blog page. Now with WordPress there's a number of buttons that appear in what we call the WYSIWYG to help us edit these pages. By default there are some of them that are turned on and others that are not. Also there are additional editors, different plugins that you can install. By default the tables button is not something that is turned on or installed with WordPress. So what we're going to do is first of all make it easier for us to be able to work with tables within the editor. Now the editor that I actually prefer to use with WordPress is called FCK Editor, and it's used in a number of other systems as well. For time's sake, what I will do right now is go ahead and install and get this editor available for use within WordPress. Okay, so what I've done at this point is I've installed Dean's FCK Editor offline, off video, and I've activated it. Now when I go over here and refresh this page, I'll see that I've got a number of new buttons available that weren't there before. So we're going to scroll down to our section that we'd like to, in this case, add to an existing table. If you already have a table, it actually makes it much easier. You're going to click on inside of the section that's already there. We're going to find the tables section. You can do a right click, row, insert row before or after. So in this case we're going to do it before to make a new space. Now we can add whatever information we'd like here. If you've got a picture, we'll go ahead and copy this picture, or we can click our mouse in here, add a new picture, add a new image. So we'll click in the section we want to add the image. Click over here to the Add Image button. Hit Select Files, browse on our computer to find the image we want. Double click on that. There are spaces for titles, caption, description. These are good for SEO purposes. Over here as well, you can pick the size. I always recommend editing the size down to a small enough size that you can use it on the web. Don't use the default image size of like 1024 that typically comes when you take a digital image from your camera. In this case, we're going to go ahead and put in a medium-sized picture. We're going to click Insert into Post. We can add our description as well over here. Now if we want to add new columns or cells, we could also do that the same way. If you're not familiar with dealing with tables, anything going from right to left is a row, top to bottom is a column. If you like to insert a table inside of a table, you could do that as well. Right over here is the button for adding a table. You can select the number of rows, columns, border size. If you're not familiar with tables, I would actually suggest viewing a different video on that, which we'll do. Once you're done, if you don't want this table at all, this table row, just go to Row, delete the row. And that concludes this video on editing tables in WordPress.